And especially some of his military squad brothers and soldiers who served in his time, and current members and executives of the Belize Ex-Services League who are physically here. And I could see retired Captain Bernard Adolphus and other executives of the National Belize Ex-Service League, retired Colonel Andrew Kelly and others, that I make this tribute to our very own who was enlisted seriously under the name Corporal Martin Paulino. And we lay him to rest with the Honorable Military Music. With his previous military service in the Belize volunteer number 222438, was enlisted in the newly established, our very own army, the Belize Defense Force, on the 24th of November 1978, especially for those who served along with him, including his commanding officers, other senior ranks, and fellow soldiers can recall his dedication and commitment to outstanding 9 years of military service. He waded the swamplands and creeks of Belize, swam many flooded rivers, patrolled many tracks through the tropical rainforests, savanna and pine-rich lands, as well as the streets of communities, and trotted over the highlands of Mountain Pine Ridge and Valley Beacon as he fulfilled his duties and applied his professional infantry military training and skills, including jungle and conventional warfare tactics, role as military force police, parades and ceremonial drills, search and rescue, and weapon handling to its highest standard. The sound of the last post indicates how honorable he is. His productive years in the Belize Defense Force were blessed with remarkable achievements as his good conduct, respect for and duty, interest and ability to get along shoulder to shoulder with others, and military knowledge and experience duly earned him his military promotions, spanning through the ranks of recruit to private, unto lance corporal, and then to full rank corporal. In March of 1987, when he chose to complete his military service in the Belize Defense Force, his love for the military and those who serve and continue to serve did not fade away as he returned home here, and it was marked with active volunteer service to our very own Belize Ex-Services League Punta Gorda branch, which eventually needed new and younger vibrant officers in support of the veterans, including the late Mr. Enriquez and others who had many years ably carried out the work of the League here with full support from the national executives of the Belize Services League. In December of last year, under the efforts and support of retired BDF Major Francis Marin, the Belize Ex-Services League Punta Gorda branch was revitalized with new executives under the chairmanship of former needed fundraising drive, including barbecue sales and dance. Among his final wish, I feel that he is asking his sister, retired non-commissioned officer May Palacio, retired, to continue the good work as she is a vice chairperson of the Belize Ex-Services League Punta Gorda branch. All that I have accounted so far of Corporal Paulino M are indicative of his outstanding military service and great love of country, as he made a bold decision to sacrifice precious years of his lifetime on earth as a soldier in the Belize Army. His interests and efforts as a soldier and civilian in the preservation of law and order, protection taken lightly nor forgotten, as he publicly demonstrated the will to guard every square centimeter of this our beloved country, and was prepared to sacrifice his life in battle, if needs be, for the integrity and defense of our and his cherished country of Belize. Today, each and every one of us from all districts of Belize and beyond from other countries of the world have justly and duly come here to pay final respects to our true son of the soil, an outstanding Belizean patriot and former military brother. You and I will agree and know in our hearts that Corporal Paul so deserves a 21-gun salute just before his lifeless body is finally laid to rest in his and past training, when the roll is called up yonder and the heavenly commander St. Peter says, Corporal 222438 Paulino M, his brisk but firm military reply in the heavenly parade will be, reporting for duty, sir. Dear family, many friends and military colleagues of our very own Corporal Powell, with your permission, I can only close by expressing heartfelt gratitude to him for being outstanding in his dedicated military and other voluntary services to Belize and to Belizeans. No one can ask more of him, as we all wish him well with the good Lord in heaven from now on through eternity. As we bid farewell and salute our departed Belizean number 222438, a military-like and massive round of applause. Kindly put your hands here. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like you all to join us in singing the song. It's from Mass and Blues, Help Me Accept. La 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 la. In a world of struggle, my life is not what it should be. Speak to me, Lord, and answer me. Speak to me, Lord. Help me accept what I cannot change.
Why I'm not too true in church?
Yes.
I learned that from Paul.
When I go and sell conflitters, He told me, what are you selling, my cousin? I told him it's confidence. No, my cousin, I don't want to hear that. It is not my reflectors you are selling.
To present this eulogy of our dear late departed brother, I was first asked, then instructed, by two people who I dare say no to. These men had quite a lengthy discussion on the name of the presenter. I don't know why they picked me, but whatever. Luke and Darius, the last two remaining brothers of our brother at rest, decided that I should and must do it. Now, do not take them as softies. These guys are very healthy, strong men, virile men. And when we got the news, well, everybody, at least I never believe until I see the body, you know, so the sentiment. So, it is just that they agreed that neither of them would have been able to stand here today in their circle. So, Pancho, to his older siblings, another family. Paul, to his very close friends. If you were his niece, you would call him Uncle Paul. If you were the nephew, Uncle Paul. In fact, when I came to PG, I thought that his name was Paul. Came into this world on January 30th, 1955, to his parents, Cirilo Simon Avila, so you see where he got the Simon from, and Alice Paulino. He left us on Saturday, March 16, 2014. 6. Paul, a very ambitious and energetic young man at the time, always yearned for the day when he could earn his own money. A few months after graduation, Paul entered the teaching profession like his grandfather. He taught at Laguna Government School for a brief period with the likes of Mr. Tim Bardalis as his principal. Later, he would choose the military to be his career. You just heard Mr. Paul Mahone doing a wonderful job of letting us know what he did. As a youngster, Pancho was an excellent athlete who enjoyed playing football. He played with his high school team, Santana's, and he eventually made it to the Toledo Inter-District football team. In the military, he also played for the Belize Defense Force. After retiring from the Belize Defense Force, Paul returned to the teaching profession. He taught at Corazon Creek Primary School right in the Toledo District up until 1990. Here, he mentored his students in the art of playing football and conducted many marathons within that area. In 1990, he was unceremoniously pulled from Corazon Creek by the then area representative in order to become the head of the, at that time it was Water and Sewage Authority, here in Punta Gorda. He was a supervisor for just about 10 years. You heard us saying a while ago with that. In 2000, he left and went to work at the Belize Central Prison, which is now Kobe Foundation. He must have done something spectacular because all the prisoners who came in contact with Paul wanted him to be their warden. He acted as a mentor to them. Transport officer until he retired from the public service. Later on, being the ardent PUP member that he was, he would enter the political arena when he offered himself as a candidate for the Punta Gorda Town Council. And mind you, in 2012, his team won and he was voted in, come on, chill yourself, bro. He was voted in as the deputy mayor by his peers. And he served diligently until just before the time of his death. In his capacity as councillor and deputy mayor, Paul was in charge of traffic and culture. Mr. Paul was very much involved in his community. I wonder if I need to do this. I don't necessarily know. Yeah. This man loved his community. During and after his working days, he remained active in football. He, along with his buddy, Billison and Chuck Gutierrez, became referees and coaches. They believed that the youth were important enough to become first-class referees. Paul and Billison did everything together. They are compadres who always looked out for each other. They treated each other like brothers. They attended church together, workshop. And if one person couldn't make it to an event, the other would make sure that whatever was given there would be taken to the other one. So it's a party of a guarantee, I care about 2 stout. I think they took turns to visit each other at their houses, and their special day was usually Sundays. That's when they would meet. Because when I used to stay with Paul, on Sundays I could remember Billy coming home in the morning on Sunday mornings with his deep voice. Kompa, kompa, Saruman, and he must have you to be a hero. Saruman, hero, hey, kompa. That's Billy's, right? Then Paul can't drink all the bitters. So you have to give me some, no? Billy could remember that on Saturday, Paul visited him and took a couple of Mackinson stout so that they could sip while they were idly chatting. Apparently, Billy's wife, Sylvia, didn't want Billy to drink, so they hid behind, well, you know where Billy lived, and he old. Right? They took time and they just sipped, and eventually Paul left. That would have been done on a Sunday, but apparently the man felt that things wasn't going to happen on Sunday. But all in all, Paul did no wrong in their eyes. And, of course, Zenobia would discourage Paul from encouraging Billy to drink. Paul answered, but with manners, because he would be at the house. Simon then became a member of the Battle of the Drums Secretariat from its inception, where he volunteered to be in charge of Urume. And you all can see now how exciting this annual event is in Punta Gorda. Oh yes, recently he joined Billison, again they are doing things together, as the co-coordinator of the Battle of the Drums Garifuna Language and Drumming in Schools program. This program is designed to teach Garifuna language, drumming and singing to school-aged children on Saturdays. This is so we can make sure that the culture will continue, all right, which is a dream of course, Darius and his mom. At all events leading up to the Battle of the Drums contest, he would be actively and enthusiastically involved. He was also the timekeeper at the Garifuna Translation Contest, the person who would be in charge of the invited guests at the big, bad Battle of the Drums competition. The youth arm, you heard them earlier, dubbed him Protocol Man. Because the president, my name will go in a car and start laughing, right? But he was a disciplinarian, firm but kind, time conscious, task and detail oriented, committed to responsibilities, and man, love for his family. Carol recounted to me on Thursday that when she decided to make a trip to PG, she asked, Dad, if you please make sure I got coconut water. What else in water? What did Paul and Billison do? Billison again. They got the coconut water, well, they set a big tray at the house, put some in some bottles, and took them to Belize City. When Carrie came after feeding her children, there was a nice box, all coconut water. Carrie said, but Dad, you couldn't wait till I get that PG? You're going to drink this year right now because more than don't worry about it. You know, without that, a long time, no still. He was really dedicated to his family. Right? That's only one instance. If I stay, I'll be like Rosina Targa. Yes, he likes to tease. Not only that, but he can take it as well. He was very playful and an agile Monarva dancer. He would instruct Luke and Darius to join him. A guy and real, hey, let's go, brother, let's go. And they would do a little thing. That's how I'm surprised they didn't dance after they for him. Paul mentored many youths in the community along the way. There are people like Donovan Lopez, who called yesterday just to convey his condolences to the family. You have Patrick Morgan, Clifford Vernon, Henry Ellis, for the Battle of the Drums contest. As a young lad, he apparently enjoyed ice cream very much. See, the guys, he would tell his aunts, "Oh, you will not give me my ice cream? You won't give me anything? Well, wait till Chamuri. When my father comes, I'll get my each colors." No, I don't know how you get each colors for ice cream, but I think that's and I walk away. We also teased him that the song Samuri Boyong was made specially for him by the Pete. Right? Samuri, Chamuri. It's the same. Well, Paul, you eat out of this world peacefully, the way you wanted. He used to always tell me, "Brother," congregation as well. Well, that's what he did. He went his way. He now goes to join his grandparents, John and Santiago Paulino, his mother, Alice Paulino Palacio, his father, Cirilo Simon Avila, brothers, John Palacio, and Joseph Jojo Avila. Jojo's 3 daughters were here just now. They look just like me, right? Uncles, Lee, John, Dix, and yes, Lee, John, and Dins Paulino, and Aunt Lenny Paulino. He leaves to mourn his death. Children: Carmen Paulino Martinez, Leith Paulino, Therese Arzu, and Gerald Fuentes. Grandchildren: Justice and Journey Martinez, and Christian Arzu, Garo, and Mary Palacio. Brothers: Luke Palacio and Darius Avila. Uncle: Marion Paulino. Aunts: Pearl Paulino, Iris Vernon, Ethel Vin Gladden, Lotte Flores, and Rosita Callis. Son-in-law: Edwin Martinez. Daughters-in-law: Wendy Flores and Arlette Carter Fuentes. Brother Shaw. Sister-in-law: Lisa Bodai Avila. His good buddies: Mario Bellison Martinez, Thaddeus Morales, and Roger Pena. Several nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, members of the ex-servicemen League, and his People's United Party family. But my brother Paul, you're gone, but not forgotten. You will always be remembered with love. Rest in peace, my brother. Thank you.